welcome to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video because I am finally sharing my girls' official finished shared room tour. So if you are new here, I have a 4-year-old and 1.5-year-old daughter. My 1.5-year-old was in her own room and own nursery for the past 21 months. We recently decided she was ready for a big girl bed. This is about the age that I transitioned my older girl to a big girl bed. Eventually we knew that they would be sharing a room, so we thought that it would be better to transition them both to one shared bedroom just to make the transition process a little bit easier. So I went ahead and made over their room so that they could share. I kind of went out of my comfort zone in this room a little bit. If you know me, I am very boho and earthy tones are kind of my vibe, but I did add some pops of color in here to make it fun for them. But I also tried to keep it a little bit to my style, so it is kind of boho, kind of chic. There's some natural wood, some white tones and neutrals in here, but there's also some pops of pinks and blues. So anyways, we are gonna get started on this room tour. I'm just gonna take you through their room, give you a little tour, show you how I arranged it, show you where my decor is from. All of the decor that I can find online will be linked in the description box below if you want to purchase for yourself. But I hope you guys like their room as much as I do. I'm absolutely in love. They're both in love with it, and it has been so sweet to watch my girls transition to the same bedroom. Anyways, we are gonna get started on this video. Please don't forget to subscribe for more home decor, motherhood, and lifestyle type videos on my channel. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up before we get started. There are two entrances to my girls' bedroom. One is over there, and that leads to my living room. And then we are entering through our now spare bedroom, but my youngest daughter's old nursery that will eventually become a nursery again. So when you walk in, this is the view that you get. Honestly, their bedding is probably my favorite part of this bedroom. Again, I kind of went with that pop of color and that minty sage blue. I've been loving this color, and I decided it would be really pretty to incorporate into their bedroom. A little bit different, a little less girly, but I also added some pops of pinks and some neutral mustard yellows to kind of bring that boho vibe back and that girly vibe as well. So let me just go ahead and start off with their bedding. I got their bedding from Target.com. I started out on the hunt for a sagey green color, and I could not find a twin sage green comforter anywhere, so I ended up going with this sage blue. It's actually in the color mint blue, but it's less of a mint in my opinion and more of like a really pretty baby sage blue. But I found it on Target.com, and I ordered 2 sets right away as soon as I saw it because this was the closest I could find to what I was envisioning in my head, and I'm really glad that I went with this color choice. I think it looks really pretty, brings a little bit of a pop of color into their room. And also for the price, it is super good quality. I'm actually really happy with it. I think they were only around $60 to $70 a set, and it came with a sham pillow cover as well. As for the bed frames themselves, these are just white bed frames, also from Target.com. My daughter actually already had her twin white metal bed frame, and we liked it so much that we just went ahead and kept the same style and got 2 of them for each of them. So I really like them. They were super easy to put together. I actually put them together within maybe 30 minutes, and I had my kids running circles around me as well. So I highly recommend. They were also affordable as well. They are always going on sale. I will show you their bed sheets and their throw pillows here in a second as well, but before I do, let me just show you the rug. So this rug was actually in my daughter's nursery. I got this rug from wellwoven.com, and it's in this really pretty vintage pattern. I love vintage style rugs, but this also incorporates that minty blue color in there, which I didn't even notice when I was envisioning designing this room, but it ended up going so perfectly with the bedding that I wanted. So it's got some hints of that sage blue, some neutral colors, a little bit of purpley pink tones, and some creams, and I think it goes really well with the vibe that I was going for in their room. So I will have this rug linked below. I love this rug. We've used it in our dining room, our nursery, and now in my girls' shared bedroom. So let me give you guys a closer look at their bedding and also their bed frame. This is kind of what the bed frame style is like, just like a really creamy white, super simple, but I really like that. And then as for their sheets, I tried to give them different sheet sets just so that they had their own individuality in this room as well. And then I also gave them the option of different throw pillows. So my older girl, I feel like, is just very outdoorsy and girly. She loves nature, and she actually picked these sheets out herself. These were from Target, and they were only $15 a sheet set. So I went with the cheetah print sheet set and good quality Target's kids section, and then the sham that came with the bedding. And then I got this throw pillow from Five Below. And they actually have some pretty good options there for home decor. So if you're looking for inexpensive home decor, I would recommend looking at Five Below. But I love this like pinky, almost like terracotta pink color. I incorporated that a lot into their bedroom, but I think it goes really good with the blue in like a contrast. So that is my older daughter's bedding. And then on the other side, we have my little one's bedding. Same with her. She's very naturey, but I also feel like she's my feisty, fiery one. And for some reason, I just feel like this color scheme right here matches her personality. So I got these sheets again from the kids section at Target, $15 for the sheet set and the pillowcase. I think the mustard yellow goes really well with the blue as well. Same comforter. And then this is actually a pillowcase, so I just have a pillow insert under here, and then the case I got off of Amazon for I think $15 to $17. I'll have it linked below, but it's really pretty. It incorporates some pinks and blues and creams and just gives that other like pop of mustard, which is in here a little bit. So that is her side of the bed. And then I do have a throw blanket on her bed that I just kind of alternate between their beds, but it's just a pink one from Amazon that we had in my daughter's room before we switched it up. But it is very good quality and they use it all the time, but I think it looks really pretty on the edge of their bed. Now let's talk about the nightstand. I got this nightstand at Target. I was searching high and low for a nightstand that I wanted for this room because I didn't actually want a white nightstand. I was looking for something more wood toned or like rattan, but I couldn't find one for an affordable price anywhere. But I found this at Target for $100, and although it's white, it does have that natural wood style legs, which I like, and you guys will see when I show you their dresser that they have some natural wood knobs. On top of the nightstand, I just added a few pieces of simple decor. I got all of this decor at Target. This mousse I got from Target. I just liked the pink color. I thought it matched well, and just adds like a cute little touch to their room. The lamp I know is still available at Target. These are one of their $10 lamps, and it's just in like a neutral color. So again, adding my boho vibe in here, and we can turn that on and use as like a nightlight. And then again, this plant is also from Target, and I think you can also find like cute plants like this at Five Below for super cheap, but this one was from Target. So I just have all of that sitting on their nightstand. And then above their bed, this is one of my favorite parts. I love what we did up here. This was actually mine and my husband kind of came up with this idea together. So we used to have a print like this from the same company in my daughter's nursery, and I wanted to move it in here, but I also wanted to have one for my older girl. So I decided to just get two brand new prints of them as toddlers with their names on it and hang it above their bed. And the colors that these prints came in happen to match perfectly. So let me just show you. These are from Scone Art Shop, I believe. Scone Art Shop. I can link them below, but they are a very sweet company. They sell a ton of prints, and I happen to really like this one because you could customize it with their names. So I got this one for Sophia. It says, "Though she be but little, she is fierce," and it has her name. And I got Sophia the pink and cream white, and then the frames that they're in I got from Target for $20. They're just like a natural wood frame. I got these in a size 16 by 20, by the way. So I got the prints in a 16 by 20 and the frame. And then I did hang this cute little palm garland that I got on Amazon, just right in between. So I'll show you that in a second. But this one you'll be able to see a little bit better without that glare. But this one's for Mila. It just has the same saying on it, but I got this one in that like neutral brownie color. These are the only two color options they had. But I did get them so that they could face each other, and I thought that looked so cute above their beds. Just their names and just a cute little print of them as toddlers. I love it so much. But the garland is from Amazon. You can still get it. I've had it for a while, but I have checked and it's still available. And it's just got those same like pinks and terracottas and neutral creams in there, which match perfectly. But yeah, this is my favorite area. I just love it. It's just like sentimental to me, but I think it just brought the entire room together. We're gonna take a left of the beds and I'll show you this side of the room first. So this was something else that I did new in their shared room. A lot of the times I like to display their clothing that they already have or their really pretty dresses as decor. So what I did, this rack up here, I'll show you guys a closer look, but it's actually a shelf bracket that we got at Home Depot or Lowe's. We got it at Lowe's for I think $8 and I hung it on the wall. I left it a little bit out so that I could hang the dresses on there. I'm gonna give you guys a closer look so that you can get some better lighting and a better view. But yeah, this is just a white shelf bracket. I hung it up with some drywall screws and I hung it a little bit out from the wall. And then I got these IKEA hangers. They're just some natural wood hangers. I think I got a pack for like $5 at IKEA. And I hung some of their pretty dresses on here that also match the decor in their room, but are just like really pretty that I like to display and hang up rather than put in their drawers to get messy. So it acts as like a piece of decor in their room, but it was also something we already had, so I didn't really have to buy anything, and it just adds something to this wall, which I love. And then below that I have these two little boho like hand hooks from Amazon. So I think it came in a pack of 2 in this brass gold color. I have a little bit of gold incorporated in here as well. And then I just hung some things I already had, like this rainbow. This is very old and it's from Target, like years ago when my daughter was first born and we were making her nursery. So I don't think you can get that, but you can get these rainbows like anywhere. And then I have a little book bag that they like to play with and a cute little hat that's my older girls just hung up on there, and I think just adds a little pink touch as well in here, but very cute. And then next to that I have this ginormous basket. I got this from TJ Maxx a few years ago. I was searching for a huge basket to keep all of their stuffed animals in because they can get out of hand. So that's all that that's for, but I just stuck it in the corner of their bedroom to store all of their stuffed toys. Also, just let me show you their curtains really quickly. These are blackout curtains from Target. They were $25 a panel, which is actually quite affordable for blackout curtains. These were in the kids like curtain section, but I saw them and I really loved them. I wanted just a plain white curtain for in here, but I wanted blackout because my girls just sleep better that way. They just have some fringe on them though, which I thought was very like childlike and would go well with their room, just add some texture. So that is what their curtains look like. It's kind of hard to show, but you guys can kind of see the texture of it. So now we are on the opposite side of the room, and I just have a couple pieces of wall decor hanging here. So this brass kind of gold circle wall art, it's basically just like a sun looking thing. I got this from Target years ago when we first moved into this house, and I've kind of just switched it from wall to wall in this room as we've changed it. So that was already hanging there when we redid this room, and I kind of just left it there. So I think it looks fine. It's a little off-centered, but I am not moving it. I think it looks good. So, and then anyways, over here, I added this little cube, like table thing. I store some of their shoes in these baskets. I'll give you guys a better look here in a second. But above that, I just have this dream catcher that I got from TJ Maxx. A better look at the little cube section I have in here. So I kind of ran out of shoe storage when I combined their bedrooms. I used to keep them in like drawers and closets, and we just don't have a lot of storage in this house. So I decided this was a good way to store it. This is kind of how we store shoes in my bedroom, so I decided to do the same here. Plus it also adds a little room for decor and storage for like toys or whatever I wanted to put in here. But on top of this shelf, I have a cute little ballerina that you can get at Target. I have a picture. So a lot of the picture frames and art in here I actually created myself on Canva and then just printed it out and threw it in some frames. So this picture here. I just created this design on Canva, the app, and then I put it in a picture frame that I got from Target. So I did that quite a lot in this room. And then next to that, I have another plant. This one's from TJ Maxx. These baskets that I have in here, so I have two of these ones, one there and one there. These are from Target. This cube shelf is also from Target. This basket here is from Amazon. It was like 12 bucks. I have some of their little toys in there. This was actually a swaddle that was my daughter's, and I kind of just stuck it in there because it incorporates that like mustard color. But this swaddle is from Amazon as well. And then this is a playmat from House of Noah down here, but it's got that terracotta color. But we use that a lot for like arts and crafts. So I just stored it in here, and it also looks quite pretty. Moving to the other wall across from that door, so I have a shelf up there that I'll show you in more detail, and then I have another cube shelf down here, but it's actually more of a bookshelf slash bench. So on the bench, I got this a long time ago from Walmart, by the way. It's very cheap, but it's just a cube shelf bench. But on the bench, I have a cute pink throw pillow that is from Target. It's like a velvety texture, and then I store all of their books in here that they have at the moment. I actually went through and purged some because we had so many. And then this basket to the left is from the Target dollar spot, and I just have some toys in there that go to her dollhouse. So I use a lot of baskets for toy storage throughout our house. It just works well for us that way, and everything has a place, which I like. Above it, I have this white shelf. This shelf was from TJ Maxx, I believe, but it's just a plain white shelf that I have sitting in here. And then I hung it above there with some cute pieces of decor. This was actually thrifted, this little bottle vase right here. It brings in that like mustard yellow and like earthy tones, so I like that. I just sat it up there. This was from the Target dollar spot like a year or two ago. This picture is actually a newborn photo of my older daughter. I have to get one to put of my younger one in here so that I can have a picture of each of them. And then this, I think this was gifted to us because my daughter used to love dinosaurs, but it's just a little white dinosaur succulent. Next to that, we have this little like cornered wall over here. I was not sure what to do with it, but I ended up hanging this little like wide brimmed hat that I have for them, and I wasn't sure if I should hang it up higher or lower, but I thought it would be cuter to hang at their reach since it is their room. So I just stuck a nail in the wall and then I hung it right on there, and it acts as a cute piece of decor and just fills in some space there. So then we're on to their dresser. This is the IKEA. It's a very popular IKEA dresser. I can't remember the name, but it's just one of their larger 8-drawer dressers. And then I actually switched out these knobs myself. I got these wooden knobs off of Amazon, a huge pack, and I just added them onto here. So as I was telling you earlier, the natural wood legs on their nightstand table matches these knobs very well, and I liked that. So this is just an IKEA dresser that I switched the knobs out of, and then I did add some decor up here. So let me start on this side. This vase is from Target. It's like another one of those pops of terracotta, like reddish pink colors that I have in this room quite a bit. So I liked that. It was pretty cheap off of Target.com, so I'll link that. This succulent type plant is from TJ Maxx. This is another one of those Canva prints that I made myself. This one just has some pink smiley faces and the same exact frame that is from Target. And then above their dresser, I hung a bamboo circle mirror. I got this one at Target a while ago, but these are quite popular and you can find them almost anywhere, I feel like. Next to that, I hung another one of my Canva prints. This one's like a rose and terracotta color, and then I contrasted it with some white, and then I also hung it in a white frame just to switch up the natural wood. And then on the other side of the dresser, I also have a humidifier that I just keep in here for whenever they're sick or whenever I need to use it, but it is from Crane. And then I have another basket from the Target dollar spot that I keep some of their like creams and lotions in and stuff, or things I need before bed. And then I also have this camera. I knew that I wanted a camera in here when they started sharing a room. I was going to use our baby monitor, but this ended up working out better. So this is a Wise camera. I think you can get it on Amazon, but it connects to my phone and that way I can just see them, and I can also talk into it, but it has night vision on it, so I can see into the room at night when they're sleeping and hear, or if they wake up, I can talk into it and they can hear me. But I just have that sitting on top of their dresser so that I can utilize it. And then the last thing that I have in this room in the opposite corner is just their big IKEA armoire. This was actually mine when I was younger. That used to be in my childhood bedroom, so we are still using it. I would like to switch out the handles on it since they are black and that doesn't quite match, but the white ivory color does, and we utilize this closet a lot. I have a lot of toys stored in here, as well as sheets and just things that I don't have room for but I don't want out in the open. So that is very useful and comes in handy. And then I also have their hamper right next to that. So I tried to just give everything its own place, but that is their bedroom, guys. That is their entire bedroom, guys. Let me know what you think of it down in the comments. I am personally in love with it. I'm really glad I went with some pops of colors. I'm glad that I went with the color choices that I did. Again, everything that I shared and can find online will be linked in the description for your own discretion if you guys want to purchase anything. But I am very pleased with their bedroom, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little room tour of theirs. Also, if you guys have any tips for transitioning your kids into a shared bedroom, please leave them below. The night transition hasn't been the easiest for us, I will say that. It's only been about 4 days since we transitioned them, but it hasn't been going so smoothly. So leave your shared room and room transition tips in the description for me, because I can use all of the tips that you guys can give. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Again, I do a lot of motherhood, lifestyle, home decor, and things like that on this channel, and just share my life navigating as a stay-at-home mom of 2 who is also TTC while breastfeeding. So if you are interested in any of that, I would love to have you stick around. Also, give this video a thumbs up before you leave, and follow me over on Instagram. I'm very active over there and we can connect even more. So that's gonna be all, and I will see you in my next one. Bye everyone.